Hi, today I thought we'd have a look at the Swedish Death Index, and this runs from 1860 to 2017. It is actually an index of all the people who died between 1860 and 2017. Just looking at the Death Index, there's this about the information about the Swedish Death Index. You can read about it here. And I've selected to display the information in English. You can have it in Swedish here as well. So you can choose whatever you like. And I will show you what it looks like. I'll just write. This is the search page where you write in the information for the person you're looking for. And you can insert. This starts with the last name. Then you have the first name. And I'm just going to show you a list. I'll just select Anderson like this, and you get a whole long list of everybody named Anderson. And I'll select one person here, and this is her married name, Abborre, and her maiden name was Andersson, Elina Sofia. Now the information here, of course, that has been entered is not in English. It's only the well, general information. This is the death date, and it has an American format, I see. And this was registered in Torhamn, Blekinge. She was born in Ramdala on the 3rd of July 1855, and she was a widow. And this information here is quite interesting, and it's good to note this because if you're looking for a husband, you can actually use this information and search for him if you don't know his the date of death for him. We can look at that later. And so the search form here, I just inserted Anderson, but if you select Elina in this case, and even though the information displayed here is in American format, if you see here in the form, you need to fill in first the year, the month, and the day to get any information. And I'm going to select her birth date, 0703, and now she's the only one I will get on the list. What I mentioned earlier was if you want to look up her husband, I would do it this way. I would enter 1924, 1214, and see if, and select man also, because we might actually get quite a lot of people. Let's see if he is Abborre as well. I think he is. And there we go. We have Mattis Andersson Abborre. And he died. This is the date here that I entered. And we get the rest of the information here. And as he died first, we actually get the date for when they were married. So this tool is quite good to use when I want to start looking for a person and I'm not really sure where to start. I might not know the exact date, exactly where they lived. So this is actually a quite good tool to play around with. And on top of last name, first name, you can insert possibly occupation. I don't use it that much. The date of birth, change in marital status. It could be a date when they got married, for instance. And here we have the date of death. We can select man or woman. If the list is too long, you only want to get the men in a certain category. Unmarried, married, widow or widower, divorced. And here you can select in between ages. So let's say between 25 and 30, for instance. Here you write the birth place of birth, and by selecting one of these buttons, you let the system know that you're selecting country, for instance. Usually you would use parish, possibly province, county once in a while. I'll get back to that in another video. We have the place of death and also possibly address, and this is easier in more current deaths where there's a specific address. Comments and place names and record ID, don't use that very much. Usually it's the last name, first name, birth date, possibly date of death also, and place of birth that I use to find someone, which comes in very handy quite often. So this is a tool that you buy on a CD or a memory stick, and you download it onto your computer, and you can update or buy a new version every once in a while when they expand on the years for the index. So I hope this was interesting, and this is something that you can buy in Rötter, for instance, the genealogical site where they sell books and the CDs. I'll add it to the information below the video so you can find your way to buying this CD if you want it. Well, thank you for listening. Talk to you soon. Bye.